Hello everybody, welcome to this Teams live event where we will cover Q1 results of S-Bank. And my name is Pekka Ylihurula, I'm CEO of the bank, and with me I have Mika Heikkilä, the CFO of the bank. And I will first cover some general issues about the first quarter, and then Mika will deep dive into key financials after that. It was a good quarter for us. Absolutely. You can say that there was steady growth and substantial improvement in profit. We are very happy about first quarter of the bank. Our operating profit increased to 9.9 million euros from 6.6 last year, so there was a 51% increase in the profit level. Our lending continued to grow. It increased to 6.3 billion euros from 5.6, a substantial improvement there also. And then comparable assets under management increased to 7.4 billion euros from 6.9, so also there a very good development. Capital adequacy ratio also went into a good direction. It was 15.7% at the end of the quarter. And profit growth was of course influenced by a solid 12.5% increase in total income and significantly lower impairment losses, for which we are also very happy. And then below that, in the left lower corner, you can see in more detail the numbers. Net interest income was 23 million euros. There was a 7.4% increase in there. Net fee and commission income, 9% income to 19.4 million euros, and total income increased, as I mentioned, 12.1% to 50.7 million euros. And our cost to income ratio was 0.8. There was a increase in that, and Mika will further cover the financials in the financial sector, that where this increase comes from. Our rating from S&P is BBB and with a stable outlook, so that has been remained stable now for a long time. And just to cover where we operate, we have two sectors in the bank. We have banking division. There's daily banking services, payment services, financing, and then we also finance housing construction. We finance the biggest construction companies in Finland only, and then housing companies, asunto-osakeyhtiöt, where we also operate there. And then the other part of the company is wealth management division. We have equity, debt, and alternative investment funds and products. We have real estate asset management, discretionary asset management, and then we have this mobile digital investment service called Säästäjä, which has been very popular, aimed at consumers. It's one of the most popular this kind of applications in Finland. Then CEO's comments. Operating profit increased in the first quarter compared with the previous year, and business developed as we had anticipated. It went right in the direction that we were aiming at. We have a strategic goal to have 1 million active customers. Active customer meaning that when you ask from the customer, he or she will say that S-Bank is their first bank, the bank that they mainly use. And we are progressing towards this long-term goal. Now we have 544,000 active customers, and the number a year ago was 486,000 customers. So there's a steady growth in the number of active customers that we are very happy for. Of course, Russia's invasion of Ukraine changed the operating environment suddenly, and the eventual impact will become better known as the situation develops. We have been developing different scenarios regarding this war in Ukraine. And then the main points on the banking sector. The euro amount of the purchases made with the S-Etukortti Visa card in January-March grew by 16.9% on the amount for the previous year and was record high. So this is a great development in the usage of our cards. You can also now see that the purchases abroad have increased a lot during this quarter. Housing loan portfolios growth was 3.4-fold compared with the overall market over a 12-month review period. So we are gaining market share in housing loans. And operating profit on the banking sector was 17 million euros compared to 9.6 million euros last year. Then on the wealth management side, the number of unit holders in S-Bank funds increased to around 349,000 from around 290,000 a year earlier. So substantial growth there. That's a long-term aim for us, also to increase the number of unit holders. Net subscriptions to the S-Bank funds totaled 38.8 million euros, and last year it was 95.5 at the same time after the first quarter. So there you can see, of course, the impact of the Ukraine war and the market situations. Net subscriptions to S-Bank funds were higher than the median for fund management companies anyhow. And the market situation also affects the operating profit. It was lower than last year. It was 1.4 million euros at the end of the quarter on this side. Then key information on S-Bank, the numbers, our balance sheet at the end of the quarter, 8.5 billion euros. I already mentioned 9.9 million operating profit. We have 3.1 million customers. So again, that is a big number. We aim to get 1 million active customers, but the total number of customers is 3.1 million. So over half of Finnish population is a customer in the bank. The sign that many of the customers are more active is the number below. 2.2 million customers have these online banking IDs, so they have digital channels open to us, so they can use our services more widely. And then 2.6 million international payment cards, Visa cards. Of course, that's a sign of activity also. And then 349,000 unit holders in S-Bank funds. We are number 3 in Finland when you count on the number of unit holders. We have a unique service network, which we can operate very efficiently. Customer can make cash withdrawals and also deposits at checkouts at around 1,000 S-Group outlets. So that is a unique situation in Finnish banking sector. And then we have around 80 customer service points at S-Group outlets where you can make more complicated banking activities the customer can make. Then, since there are many new names on this Teams live event, I thought that it might be a good idea to cover the short history of S-Bank. S-Bank was launched year 2007, so we will be 15 years old this October, actually, 2022. After we launched the bank, we started almost immediately to widen our product selection by cards and consumer credits. Our first M&A activity was the purchase and acquisition of Citibank's consumer business in Finland. It was just after the financial crisis. We were in a good position at that time, and we purchased that business, and that was a very good operation for us, and we were able to grow our share in these non-collateral consumer loans, in which we are one of the biggest players in Finland nowadays. The next one, M&A activity, was the acquisition of FIM asset management company, 2013. And then year after that, we finalized the merger of local Tapiola Bank into S-Bank. Local Tapiola is a major Finnish insurance company, and at that time we got mortgages to our portfolio and collateralized loans to our portfolio also. Then we have had really strong focus on digital services. The S-Mobile application, which has 1 million such customers that use the application every week, unique customers. So it's very popular, one of the most popular applications in Finland. We have been developing that since 2015, and it's being developed even further. There will be new ideas to the mobile application later on. In 2017, we made a decision to divest our SME and agriculture business. We decided that we will focus on our core operations. We have 3.1 million retail customers, private persons. So we are focusing on developing products and services to that customer segment. We made several small-scale acquisitions on the wealth management side during this time, but the next bigger acquisition was the acquisition of Fennia Asset Management. Fennia also being one of the major insurance companies in Finland. We completed that in 2020, and at that time we also acquired rating for the first time from S&P, and as I mentioned, it's triple B rating, and it was first with a negative outlook, but now it's stable outlook. And we are expanding into mortgage banking. We have got the license for the mortgage bank operations. So far we have not issued any covered bonds, but that is our plan to start issuing them when the time is right. And last year we issued our first senior bond under the new MTN program and listed on a stock exchange that one. And then there was a major change in the ownership of S-Bank last year. S-Group companies bought S-Bank shares from local Tapiola insurance company and Elo Mutual pension insurance company last year, so the bank is now fully owned by S-Group companies, S-Group and the local cooperatives. Short story of our business strategy. We are well positioned to sustain above market growth from now on. Our current position, we are clearly differentiated customer benefits in this very homogeneous industry, banking. We offer free daily banking services to our customers. That is a unique business proposition. We don't charge any monthly or yearly fees on the basic daily banking services. Through the bank, one has access to S-Group rewards, the bonuses and such. And then we have easy to use mobile app shared with S-Group retailers. Why it is so popular is because it combines retail issues and banking, retail and banking both in the same application. So it's very popular for that reason. We have a local presence across Finland. In every community in Finland, there's some S-Group outlet in which you can have these very basic banking services, depositing money and withdrawing money from your account. And we are leading brand in fairness and sustainability. Then other factors enabling growth and stability. We have very efficient data-driven sales and marketing. The S&P is also very keen on this. We have a lot of potential in using the data even more effectively. We are pretty good in that already, but there's a lot to gain. Of course, we have a large customer base with frequent access to S-Group retail customers. We view the 3.1 million customers as a huge potential, not as a cost, but as a huge potential to increase our business. And then we have very competitive offering in wealth management, especially in ESG and real estate investing. And focused business model and product portfolio. We are a rather simple bank. We don't have everything that all the bigger banks have in their product offering. Then path forward. Focus is on strengthening and leveraging S-Bank's existing competitive advantages, continuously adapting the unique distribution and service model to changes in customer expectations. We want to increase sustainability and ESG-related activities. We are ensuring the favorable price position in retail offering and improving process and system scalability. We do a lot of work under the hood, so to say, to improve our processes to become even better. And then we are well equipped to succeed in a fast-changing business environment. Robust competitive advantages relevant to customers is in a wide range of conditions. We are present everywhere. We are very relevant to things. Use of practical tools such as scenario-based planning and agile development. That is now all the development is in an agile mode. And we are well positioned to take advantage of any positive developments and strategic opportunities if such would exist. Then I have one final slide. I want to show to you some awards and honors received by S-Bank. We decided to combine these in one slide because we are very happy and proud about these awards. We were last year elected as the most innovative bank, most innovative financial company in Finland by the Finnish Innovation Index. We have been selected as most responsible bank for a 10th year in a row. So 10 times we have been elected this most responsible bank. We are very proud of that. Most reputable bank, most reputable financial company according to the reputation and trust study that Team Media covers, and almost all bigger companies in Finland use this study. We have most committed customers, most loyal customers according to the customer index survey done yearly. We are very equal workplace and one of Finland's most inspiring workplaces. We received Trade Union Pro Equality Award last year, and then we are one of the most inspiring according to the Easy Flow People Power Employee Experience Survey. And then finally, most valued brand. S-Bank is the most valued brand in the financial sector for the 4th year in a row according to Taloustutkimus and Kauppalehti, which is the main business daily in Finland. So there's a lot of good things that we of course view as the key to have success in the future, to get more of those active customers. We have everything in place here, so we want to grow a lot, maybe continue our growth story from now on. Okay, thank you. And you can post questions on the Q&A section in the Teams live event. If you so choose. So far there are no questions there. So next I will hand it over to Mika to cover the key financials of the first quarter, please.
Okay, thank you. So we had a very good start for this year, both in total income and operating profit. You can easily see that when you are comparing those annual levels in previous years. We still have a strong deposit funding base. Loan to deposit ratio, it was around 83% at the end of March. Pekka mentioned cost to income ratio. It was a little bit higher than last year. it's mainly due to the higher regulatory costs, which affected to that ratio. And also the return on equity continued to improve. It was 4.4% at the end of March. In this slide, you can see on the left-hand side, you can see the total income development, this 12% increase or growth in total income year-on-year basis. And then on the right-hand side, you can see the both operating profit development and also the development profit before the credit losses. So there was this 51% growth in the operating profit, and you can easily see also in the graph on the right-hand side that the good progress in positive progress in net credit losses has effectively positively due to our result development. Then our loan book has continued to grow. It was 6.3 billion euros at the end of the March. The annual growth was 12.9%. You can see that both in household customers and also in corporate customers, the growth was very good. Then in deposits, the same figure. So in total, it was 7.6 billion, the deposit base at the end of the March. There's a clear growth in household customers, 11% in 12 months period. And in corporate customers, we have a decrease, 17.3%. So total, it was 7.1% growth in deposits, total deposits. Asset under management, there was 7.7% growth at the end of the March year-on-year basis. However, due to the market turbulence, there was slight 4% decrease in asset under management compared to the end of the last year. Then here you can see there is a clear trend, a decreasing trend in repayment holidays and payment schedules. They have stabilized at the pre-pandemic levels, and the volume of loans subject to repayment holidays was around 5.5% of total loans at the end of the March, and the corresponding figures in household loans was 7.6%, and corporate loans was 0%. Then we have a stable credit quality. On the left-hand side, you can see the development of expected and final credit losses. So it has decreased gradually. So it was almost 0 in the first quarter, and also in the ECL provision we made some calculation changes, and we introduced a new macro model in this period, and it affected to the provision, so that it was 2 million lower than at the end of the last year. So it can seen in the stage 2 ECL provision has come down a little bit from the last year level. Then our capital position is stable. The equity ratio was 5.9% at the end of the March, and all key capital ratios have been maintained well above the regulatory requirements. In balance sheet, there is no major change or changes in the structure. On the right-hand side, you can see that still the household and corporate deposits are around 90% of the total liabilities and equity. On the left-hand side, you can see that household lending or lending to households, it's around 61% of the total assets. So it's quite stable development there. Here on the left-hand side, you can see that the total risk exposure amount has increased by 100 million. So it was 3.4 billion at the end of the March. At the same time, you can see that the own funds level is around the same level as at the end of last year. It's due to the higher interest rates, which affected to the value of the fair value reserve. So that is the main reason behind that. Regarding the MREL requirement, our position is good there. The ratio was 20.7% at the end of the March, which is well above the regulatory requirements. Also, the liquidity situation is good. We have a good buffers there, and liquidity or LCR was 144% at the end of the March. So there is no major change in that ratio. And that was actually the final slide there.
All right, let's see if there are any questions on the Q&A. No, there seems not to be any questions. And the presentation will be published on our website on the investor section there today. And if there are no questions, then we want to thank everybody for attending this event and wish you a very, very great spring and start of the summer. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.